Yes. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Omar Talks Football. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode, the premiere episode of the Rivals Forever podcast, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Barca Real Madrid podcast because obviously we all know, man, it is on site when it comes to Barca and Real Madrid. There is no love when it comes to these two clubs. So we are going to be rivals forever. But listen, we may be rivals as football fans, but we are all homies out here, man. But look, big up to my fellow panelists. Obviously, man, let's start with the Barca side. My fellow partner today, my tag team partner tonight, man. Like, where you cooler in the building, brother?
Big up. I'm good, man. Excited, hey. What let's hope this show goes on and absolutely cooks, rival forevers. Like you said, man. Let's cook.
For
Vamos.
sure. There's much to get into. But listen, on the left corner, obviously, we have the Madridistas, the team that is currently looking up at the real kings of Spain right now. Man, like the Madridistas. But let's start with the first Madridista introducing to my right. Man, like Dali FC in the building. Dali, what is going on, brother?
Big up, Omar. Big up, Warrior. Big up, Sam. Appreciate you guys hopping in.
Yeah.
Happy to be a part of, Rivals Forever. I mean, we are the better of the rivals, but it is what it is, as my guy Omar will say. So, yeah, big up, guys. I appreciate it. Big up chat to everybody watching live or on the replay. Smash the likes. Subscribe to everybody on here.
100%. Hey, listen, last 12 months, I would strenuously disagree. But let's start with the next guy, the final guy, his tag team partner, right down there, man, like Madridista Sam. Yo, Sam, what is going on, my brother? How are you?
Aye, all good, mate. All good. International break in full throw. Victor Gyökeres scored a hat trick. Sweden might actually get to the max to qualify after all that disappointing stuff. My nation is Spania. Yeah, come on, Daddy knows. And then my nation is
waiting, brother.
Yeah, yeah, he's waiting to go home crying.
Come on, man. Come on, Lewandowski, man.
and then my nation is Spania. He's gonna slap up Serbia now. And yeah, man, and guess what? My twin, Rodri, might actually come here in the summer,
We'll get
there. Listen, we're gonna get into all of that. Do not worry about it. I definitely want to know your thoughts on it. But listen, let's actually I'm gonna start with that down now. Unfortunately, I was begging. I mean, we literally talked about it on Monday when we did our show. I was like, bro, all I want during this international break is to just go through the international break with peace. I said, please, God, let us get out of this international break on pace. But ladies and gentlemen, it's happened again. I hate the international break. I swear to God, I think I might hate the international break more than anything in football right now, man. The moment the international breaks came in, bro, I was already stressed. Because last 3 international breaks, we have not had last 3 international breaks this season. Every international break we've had this season, bro, we've come back. Their players have come back with 1 player injured. At least 1. This is ridiculous. And now, to make it worse, it's one of our key players. The player who's actually been coming back into form in the last few games. Yeah, well, here we go. Man like Raphinha is out. And not only is he out, he's out in the worst, literally the worst time in the season. The moment where we actually needed him the most. He's basically out, and he's been confirmed he's out for 5 weeks, which is basically a month. So we will not be seeing him until late October, late April, bro, when the season is almost over. Like, where are you,
bro?
Come on,
like
man.
you said, man. Raphinha, he's been injured most of the time this season, but this injury hurts me the most because, like you said, the next month is going to be the most crucial month for us this season. We have 3 games against Athletic Madrid. We have Espanyol, the Catalan derby. We have Espanyol Getafe away at the end of April as well. He will be missing all those games. And it absolutely hurts me, man. And he's someone that actually needed to step up for the rest of the season because this season, let's be honest, he hasn't lived up to what he was doing last season. This has been somewhat of an underwhelming season for him. And this was the time for him to just prove the one season wonder tag wrong. But he's going to miss the most crucial month of the season. And Rashford, this is the time for you to step up. Rashid Rahman, should I call you, bro? Step up. Please, man, mate. We need you to step up. If you want to live in this sunny Catalonia for the rest of for the rest of your career, the next following 3 years, you got to step up, man. You've been acting nonchalant or just going around without playing with a chip on your shoulder. This is the time to prove everyone, even Barcelona fans, that you're worth it. That you're worth it 30 million. You can win Barcelona fans' heart. Score hat trick is Atletico Madrid. That will be enough. You know what I mean? I really, really hope you cook. I really hope Raphinha Rashford steps up, man. But I'm devastated for Raphinha's injury, man.
I mean, 100%. If there's any time that he could prove that, he's worth the money, right? Let's be real, right? Because he wants to stay at Barca. He's trying to, impress the club. I'm gonna be real. You couldn't pick a perfect time to do it. Like, this is literally the best time to do it, man. So he needs to step up 100%. But let me actually ask him at the distance. I mean, right now we're only 4 points ahead of you, right? And losing Raphinha is a huge blow for Barca and a huge morale boost. Let's be real I mean, even if you don't play for injuries are part of the game, and sometimes injuries do change team seasons. I mean, look at your season last season when you guys lost your own defense, right? It's a big factor into why you guys were so poor last season, even though I think there were other factors too. But those injuries didn't help either. So personally for you, right? How do you guys feel about us losing Raphinha, and how do you guys think it could be blessings in disguise for you guys for the rest of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I'll go first, Sam. I was gonna say, the thing is with Raphinha, I also root for Brazil, so I mean it's a big blow for Brazil too. I mean, will Raphinha be healthy enough, or does Neymar actually get the call up now for the national team? So we will see. Now, the thing with you guys when it comes to Raphinha, I think that he has dipped a lot this season compared to last year. His stats are not that good. I mean, yes, he's kind of gone through a purple patch lately. Got the hat trick the other day in La Liga. And I think in La Liga, when we talk about that, I think you guys will probably be fine. Maybe you'll slip up and maybe it's one less goal. I think the link up between Raphinha and Yamal is really good. Can Rashford step up? I think the loss really is going to be when it comes to Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. I think that's when you're really going to kind of have a little bit more difficulties when it comes to the press that you're going to be missing from Raphinha. I mean, say what you want about that guy, even though the GA hasn't been there. The press and the defense, and not only that, the leadership aspects that he actually brings. It's a lot of things you can't really just replace out there just with a Rashford. So I think La Liga-wise, you guys will probably be fine. You guys have to remember, too, when it comes to Real Madrid, we lost Courtois for a little bit. I think Lunen's a good backup, but that is another injury that we're dealing with, too. So I think Champions League, though, is really where you'll kind of feel it.
Nah, 100%. 100%. I think this is a huge blow. Like you mentioned, I think the reason why Raphinha is so important is not just his GA, right? He's one of the leaders in the team, right? He's a player who, even in games where he's not having his best, right? You can never question his hard work. You can never question his commitment. He's a player who always gives it his all. He's always running. He's always trying to be, out there, put himself out there. And, I when he came back from injury, I think was it in February when he had that injury, that little week, like he was out for like a week or something like that. He kind of came back. Yeah. His form wasn't really that great. He wasn't really scoring. He wasn't finding the net regularly. He had a few goals from the spot, right, where he was throwing a penalty here and there. But the last 2 games is where he really, really came to life, right? He scored like 5 goals in 2 games, scoring a hat-trick against Levante and then scoring a brace against Newcastle United in the midweek. Right,
2 assists too.
That's what I'm saying. 2 assists, like bro, my guy put like 9 GA in 2 games. Like that is the one thing about Raphinha. That's why, like I said, when he got that hat trick against Levante, I said it's the perfect time because he's a clearly confident player. When he gets like those kind of performances, like a hat trick, he has this tendency of going in runs of games where he does perform, whether he's scoring goals or he's getting assists, but he's always putting himself out there. And this is a big blow. I mean, Raphinha has just had an awful season as far as luck is concerned. I'm gonna be real, man. This guy, this is his 3rd injury or 4th injury. I swear this is his 4th injury, right? He had an injury at the start of the season.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And then he was supposed to be coming back, in October before the PSG game. We rushed him, and then he got like 1 extra month. So I think October, November, he was injured for the most part. He missed the whole Newcastle game. I think not Newcastle game. He missed the PSG game. He missed also he came back from Chelsea. So I think he missed like whole October. And he missed the Classic as well. So he missed a lot of big games this season. I think Chelsea, when he came on, that was the only big game he maybe played. And then January, obviously, he came back. He scored against Madrid, obviously, twice. And then he got injured in February. It was his whole injury. As soon as he get momentum, he just getting injured. So I low-key feel bad for him this season, man, because he hasn't been healthy for a long time or period. Last season I don't even think he got injured. Like I think
No,
this,
he was. I think he had maybe one injury. I think just
yeah.
one, and which wasn't that even that long.
I feel like he forced himself last season maybe, and he just ignored a lot of issues, and it's just backfiring now. That's the vibe that I'm getting from him this season. He barely can even stay fit. He had a lot of injuries.
I mean, let me ask you guys this, right? Do you guys think that Raphinha, that injury he had at the start of the season, right? The one that he was kind of, he was supposed to come back, but he kept on having like relapses, and he came back eventually. I don't think he really had a full recovery from that injury. I think he might have rushed his return. I'm gonna be very real, because ever since he's came back from an injury, he has not really had like a run of games. Like he'll play for like a month at least, and maybe be out for like a few weeks and then come back. That's why I'm like, the question has to be put out there: is he not 100%? Is he having like a because sometimes that happens. Sometimes players hide injuries. Sometimes this happens, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, well, maybe in two ways. It's also because it's a World Cup year, right? And he doesn't want to miss most of the season. You understand what I mean, right? But then you look at it in the broader standpoint, especially for Brazil. They don't have Rodrigo. He's not going to be in the World Cup. They're not going to have Bruno. Or they're not going to have Bruno Guimaraes, right? All these guys are going to be out, right? So Raphinha is one of their key players. And I think even with his injury, if he's fit to return to the World Cup, he would be. And I would love to see Neymar too. But Sam, before we continue, what is your thoughts, honestly, as a Madrid fan, us losing Raphinha, bro?
Oh, what a goal, by the way, from Oyarzabal. Vamos, 1-0. Get in. You know how this thing rolls. Come on, people. Yeah, Dali, it's going to be me all flipping summer in the World Cup, man. Yeah, you all better be prepared. But look, my thoughts, bro, is the thing. It's the same old shit every single international break. Like every international break, bro, it's the same old thing. Do you get me? So look, what can happen for us that could be equally as bad as if Fede goes out injured against Uruguay now.
Don't even say it. Don't even say it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
That
Like, that could be like, bro. This is what I'm saying, bro. You are literally sitting there holding your breath, and nothing happens.
Yeah,
literally.
fair.
Well, for me, international games should be played, when the season ends.
Like, so you agree with Zier? So you agree with Zier?
Yeah. Because, bro, respectfully, do that when the club football's done. And then when that's done, you can prepare 1 to 2 games before the World Cup. Prepare, then then do your thing. Instead, always do that in between. Do you get me, bro? It's jarring. It's annoying, bro. But look, yeah, man, Raphinha missing, bro. That's a huge miss. I can't lie. He's the one that leads your press. He's the one that does everything. So, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to wait and see. If you guys crumble now when Raphinha's out, then, bro, I can't lie. It's a lot of people will look at this international break and say, dude, like,
yeah, it cost us.
I was gonna add on to it though. I'm curious from your guys' perspective, Wari and Omar. Would you sell Raphinha this summer?
If they're that offer for that offer, yes.
80 million.
If Saudi offer us 90 to 100 million, I would sell it.
I'm going off a transfer market. He's worth 80 according to that. Would you take 80?
So if we get 100 million plus, honestly, I would. I don't know about Waria, but the reason why is because I'm gonna be real. I think Raphinha. I don't know, man. I feel like very soon we're gonna start seeing him decline, especially with
he turns 30 this year.
Yeah, I don't think he will ever have 24, 25 again. Hopefully, he proves me wrong, because the way he peaked is absolutely crazy. He was like, before the season, like the last 2 months, he was on par of winning the Ballon d'Or. But I was selling for only 100 million. Anything less than that, it would not tempt me.
80? You guys are at 80. You're saying no?
Nope. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
no.
80.
I'm gonna be real now. I'm gonna be real now, man. No. Especially like I'm gonna be real in this market today. Let's be real, right? In this market today, I feel like when you see players like the levels of like Fermin, who are being rated at 90 million and all of this stuff, right? Like Raphinha is actually a player who I think if he goes to like if a Saudi team want to sign him, because I think he would cook over there, right? And he can still have a few years over there. Yeah. So for me, I think that, we need to take advantage and get as much money out of it as we can, right? I mean, personally, I wouldn't want to sell him, but I think that we need to be smart in business, right? We can't be like, but he's one of our key players, this and this. He is, but He's gonna be 30 this year or 20? Is it 30 this year? I think
He turns
Right, so
30
he's
in
gonna be-
December, I think.
that's what I'm
He's gonna-
saying, right? So like, bro, you could cash in now. Cash
That's-
in now. That's what I
yeah.
think, right? Cash in
Chat,
now.
80 million. Would you sell Raphinha for 80? What are we saying?
Yeah, what do you guys say in
Yeah.
the chat, man? What Barca fans in the chat? What do you guys
I'll be
say?
honest, like from an outside perspective, I think I would. And maybe he has like one more year, good or not, but you could sell him for 80. You get to spend what would it be 30 million for Rashford? So then you have 50 million net positive. I mean, you can go get a Bastoni. You could go, that can be for the Julian Alvarez fund, everything like that. I mean, I don't think it's that crazy.
Yeah, I want to buy a left winger, pure left winger. You know, a dynamic left winger. So that's why I'm pushing.
But I mean, the left wing market's kind of trash, to be honest.
Yeah, it's trash right now. Yeah.
There's not really anybody that you look at. You're like, yeah,
Apart
this
from
guy.
Kvara, but Kvara ain't gonna leave anytime soon. is he?
Antonio Nusa, bro. Trust me,
Kvara?
Antonio
Oh
Nusa.
no, he won't go.
I mean, Nusa, but I let Nusa wear it, but Nusa is still like,
you lose the
I feel
shot.
like he's still, if he comes in, he's gonna need time. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Who?
Like, if we sign him, he's gonna need time. Like if we sign Antonio Nusa,
Antonio
that's
Nusa.
who's-
Antonio
like
Nusa.
the only way I would sign Nusa is if we still have Raphinha there. If we
Yeah,
have
that's
Raphinha
what I
there
said,
and Yamal, then I would sign Nusa because Nusa would directly like come in and eventually take this. You know, kind of how like when you guys signed Vinny, you guys still had
Yeah.
like Bale and all these guys. Hazard was there, right? I know they didn't end up like working like Hazard got injured and all this, but that was the idea of why you guys bought Vinny. You wanted Vinny to take his time and adapt before he finally took the crown and finally took over, right? So that's the thing. So that's kind of how I think Nusa should also be treated. But listen, let's actually now move on. Let's actually talk about Madrid, right? Let's talk about man like Rodrigo. Now, we've been hearing throughout,
Working.
I would say this year, especially like this
Huh.
this year,
Man like my twin,
the
you
rumor really started building up, right? The word that Rodrigo, because at first I heard it, I didn't really want to believe it. I was like, wait a minute, why would Real Madrid realistic want to get Rodri? You understand what I mean, right? Because he had an ACL injury, he hasn't really come back 100% since, right? Not to the same level that he was before he won the Ballon d'Or. So I was thinking, this is very strange. Like I did not really hear anything from the Madrid standpoint, but recently we've seen like the rumor kind of get a lot of weight. And now, man like Rodri has decided to put a whole gasoline on the fire now, right? To increase the rumor because he's recently come out and he said, well, because he said, listen, just because he played for Atletico doesn't mean he won't play for Real Madrid. That won't stop him from going to Real Madrid, which I'm gonna be real. If that is not somebody twerking for a club, I don't know what is, man. I don't know what is. But Madridistas, you guys tell me, man. Like, what do you guys think about this Rodri to Real Madrid links?
Yeah,
I
I'll let the
actually
twin go. Sam, go first. Go for it.
I mean, look, yeah, my twin. Listen, good luck to you, hermano. Yeah, good luck, hermano. You know, I'm praying. You know, hope everything goes well, my twin. Look, in all realness, I just posted a video of that. Literally, just made a video of that. For the right offer, 2 to 3 years, I'll have him. I'll gladly have him. He'll control the game, control the midfield. We've got runners around. And these runners that we have around him, you know, they can compensate for him. So listen, man, he'll give us something that we don't have. You can use it for 2 to 3 years. Then we will either find the next controller, the next Vitinha or a Pedri, whether that's in the market or whether we get that from Castilla, because we've got some gems coming out of our academy now. Man said, what about Keith Smith? Yeah, he can come to La Liga and go to a mid-table club. That guy needs to be away from my club, if anything. Bro, I swear down. No more project players. No more project players from the market. You want to get project players in? You do that from the academy. When we go to the market, experience. Experience, 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 experience. Only experience. Rodri for the right price, 2 to 3 years, I'll happily take him. I'll happily take him. And all that. Man said no ACL. Brother, with all due respect, just because he's had an ACL, mate, does not mean he can't play football anymore. That's what we're doing here, bro.
Exactly, bro.
I mean, to be fair, he's
And bro,
he's-
I don't give but bro, guess what? I don't give a shit what anyone says. He's got something that we don't have in our midfield. Hate to break it to you. And guess what? He's better than Thiago, even though I love Thiago to
Thiago,
bits.
yeah, but Thiago
Clip
is
it,
young.
clip it.
You all know that. He's better than Camavinga right now. He's better than Bellingham. Give a toss what anyone says. I don't give a toss.
Cardiff would not like that. Carrick will not like that.
Yeah.
Will's somewhere pissed right now.
He probably went this back and we're like, what is this?
I don't give a shit what Carnage likes or not. No disrespect. But no, 2 to 3 years for the right price, bring him in. Like I said, you've got Chouameni, you've got Thiago, Bellingham, Nico, Manuel Angel, bro. These guys will all run. Yeah, some of these guys have even got technical ability, but these guys will run. They'll compensate for him. Let him dictate. Let him do his thing. I'll take him 2 to 3 years and all that. Like I said, after that, you'll find the next one, the next controller, whether that's in the market or whether we get one from the academy, which we could get. So, yeah, I'll take him.
I mean, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say a couple things. I would disagree with the project players. If you don't take in project players, you're not getting the likes of Vinny or Rodrigo and Arda Güler. I mean, some of these. I mean, Fede Valverde was a project player at a time too, so you never would have had those gems.
Yeah,
so,
but he came from the academy. That's the difference.
Yeah, he not really, but
yeah, but I mean, you get him up.
Not really, but anyways, I mean, when we're talking about Rodri, he is twerking like Omar is at Magic City. He's just working it over there.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Hey! Whoa! We don't
Pause.
Make a pause on that. Okay.
Okay.
Make a pause on that, man.
How long is his contract, Ali? Is he like
He has 1 year left. He has 1 year left. Now,
cool,
here's
so
the
they
thing.
can't even charge mad money for him as well.
No, they can't. There's a couple of things. I don't rate Rodri as much after the Ballon d'Or. He's not the same player that won the Ballon d'Or, right? Turning 30 this summer, and I'm not saying that you're completely washed at 30. As somebody who's 30 now, I'm not washed. You know what I mean? We're doing good. Now, I will say, like what you said, Sam, if we get like a 3-year contract and we're talking 30 million, something like that.
Yeah.
I think 50 million is probably more closer to what would actually we'd be paying. I would expect Man City to be like, nah, you're paying that. We're not just giving them away. So if you got it on the right terms, 3-year contract, 30 million, something like that, I do think that he could probably come in and be a good player. And if it doesn't work out, then you can get rid of him in a couple of years. The contract's gone, and that's fine.
I think
Now,
he'll work out.
I mean, he could. He might be good for like a year or two, right? And if he can come in,
I don't expect anything much more, Dali. That's just real.
yeah. I mean, that's right. It depends on what your expectations are. I do not expect him to be the Ballon d'Or player that would be coming to Real Madrid.
But think about it this way: he comes in 2 to 3 years. He can give us 1 to 2 good years. Then after that, bro, there comes another gem. Whether that's from our academy or out there, you find the next controller, much younger, hungrier, everything.
I think it's Thiago, to be honest. I mean,
think look, I don't care whether that's Thiago. It doesn't matter if it's either him. I mean, if it's him, he can just learn from Rodri. That's even better. But whether that's him, whether that's someone else from the Castilla, or if it's someone out there in the market, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like, for me, it's a no-brainer.
The way I think of it is, I think earlier this year we were thinking of getting 2 midfielders, an experienced one and a project. I think Keith Smith was the project. I think what it's turned into is Thiago is the new project, who's also younger than Keith Smith right now, is also free. So you bring him in. In 3 years, the kid will be 21. Like, that's a great age for him. And so if you can get experience behind a Rodri, something like that, I think that'd be good. Now, the question is...
someone else as well, Manuel Angel. That's another one. He can also learn. So
Possibly. I think he'll probably be playing for Osasuna, I'll be honest with you, Sam.
There you go.
It's the truth. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Now, I am curious to hear everybody's perspective on this. And I'm going to be making a video on my channel about it. If you bring in Rodri, who are the 4 midfielders who are starting for Real Madrid? Because I believe it'd be a 4-4-2 system. So who is getting dropped? Because the drama there is going to be a lot.
Kamavinga. Bye-bye.
He's not. Well, he's not. You got Fede.
Kamavinga might be sold.
Okay, but listen to this. Listen to this. So as of today, let me finish, and then you guys can go.
Well, go ahead.
You got 4 midfielders. You got Fede, Chouameni, Jude, Arda. That's what I think. If everybody's healthy, that's probably who's starting. Who are you dropping out of that? Because if Rodri's coming, Rodri's starting. So who are you dropping out of that?
So wait, you mentioned Adar, I mentioned Jude, you mentioned Chouameni, and
Fede.
I'll be honest, I think Ada might be the one to take way potentially. Because I think that Ada is one of those players who, because he's younger, right? They're gonna take their time. They'll be more than happy to kind of be like, man, you kind of hold the bench. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, right? Kind of swap places with Bellingham, where Bellingham can come off and then you can come in. Like, I would kind of do the whole Firmino and Daniel Olmo thing where they're both. I feel like that's what they will do with Adar and Bellingham in this case. Because I'm gonna be very honest, right? When it comes to this Rodri deal, I think that if Rodri comes to Madrid and actually does well, that could be catastrophic for Barcelona. I'm gonna be real, because I think because here's the thing, right? Yes, his injury has kind of laid him back, but before his injury, he was a rock. He was basically like him in that midfield for City was everything, bro.
Bro,
Like, you understand what I mean?
let's just be real with it. He was just an older Pedri and Vitinha. Let's just be real with it.
That's my point. But this is the thing. He was that good. And also, here's the thing.
Oh,
He's not even like an 8. He's more of a 6. You understand what I mean, right?
You think I'm going to reject
and when you
that?
look at it, hold on, one moment,
Go
Sam.
on,
But before you continue, here's the thing. When you look at this current Madrid team, you guys don't really have a natural number 6. You have players that can play in the 6, like Germany's, who can maybe move to the 6 area, and Camavinga, who might be able to play there. But you don't really have that number 6, that guy who can sit there and orchestrate. You understand what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Do the Busquets thing for you guys in that like from the defense, give him the ball, give the defender, give him the ball, and then he starts the attack.
Playmaking, basically.
You understand what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. And I think that is really what you guys need. A lot of the talk that a lot of Madrid fans are saying about, but you know, this and this and this, you know, he's at his age, he's injury prone, this and this. I'm gonna be very real. He's what you need right now. You need a player like him right now.
And listen, look, you don't even need to give him 4 to 5. I'm saying just give him a 2 to 3 year deal.
Exactly.
Give him a 2 to 3 year deal. Yeah.
Let me say this. I think I'm very scared if you guys sign Rodri. Like, I'm seeing a lot of Real Madrid fans being skeptical about him. First of all, he will join La Liga. And the way this guy absolutely will boss La Liga midfielders, this is not going to be something issue for him. And like Omar said, he's the talent, or what you say, the profile you guys need. Since Toni Kroos left, you guys don't have a player that can, you know, switch the pass, diagonal passes left there, you know, just string all these passes from deep. You know, he has that. And add that to the fact that this guy's a clutch player. This guy is one of the best clutch players.
He scores goals.
Like, bro, in big moments against Bayern in the Champions League final, in the Premier League, the last game of the season for them to win the Premier League against Aston Villa, he scored the equalizer. He has big moments, and I'm scared of this guy. I'm absolutely scared, and I think he will be amazing for you guys. And I think, like you said, Dali, I think if he signs for you guys, I think Arda Güler is the guy that's going to get dropped.
I think Matteo Moretto on Twitter said that Real Madrid will try and go in for Rodri this summer.
I mean, it's confirmed. I think it's confirmed, and you guys have to like play athlete against him. Besides,
I can't lie, the way Rodri is players. Yeah, but it's not even that.
Tchouaméni and Valverde beside him, and Bellingham will be
bro.
We've
got the players. Yeah, we've got the runners behind, like around it, but that ain't gonna be an issue, bro. But that's the thing, bro. The way he was talking in that interview, bro, I can't lie. That's basically you in a way saying, you know what, come and get me. Yeah. Did you get me? Like the way he was speaking in the interview, bro. You could literally just.
That's what I'm saying. He kind of came out of it. That was very random. I did not expect him to say that. Because you can address the rumor and be like, you know, I've heard of the rumor, but I'm.
Yeah, but he didn't even dismiss it. That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. The fact that he came out and he said, I will like go playing for Atletico Madrid will not stop me from playing for it. It's like, bro, that is you saying that you want to go to Real Madrid without you actually saying it.
By the way, he didn't need to mention Atleti because first of all, he really don't even have to be loyal to them.
He only played one season there, respectfully.
He only played one season. He came from Villarreal. Bro, he's not really a homegrown talent from Atletico Madrid. So I don't know why he
But Marcos Llorente went from Real Madrid to Atletico. Theo Hernandez went to Atletico Madrid to Real Madrid. Like,
exactly.
What's all this talking, man? Like, come on, man.
Do you guys think? I was gonna say, do you think it happens? I think he comes. I think
I'm gonna be real. I think he does come too. I think when it comes to Rodri, I think Rodri actually wants to return to Spain personally. I think
he's from Madrid.
Yes,
he's from Madrid
because he looks at this move as like the last big move of his career, and he can go back to Spain and maybe like play a few years and maybe retire or maybe go to the MLS or something.
You know what's crazy next season as well? You know what's crazy about next season? The UC will be at Metropolitano as well.
Imagine
the finals.
No.
Yeah, the final. Baba, could you imagine he's in our team? We play Atleti in the final. Could you imagine? Dali, could you just imagine?
They have to get to the final first.
I mentioned Courtois also play for the Atletico Madrid. You see how he be trolling the Real Madrid Atletico fans all the time. He plays against
He already did when we beat them in the Spanish Super Cup in Saudi. I think Fede got that red card. And yeah, like bro, the way he was trolling Atleti, it was like, brother,
Bro, they
yeah,
they had his name outside the the stadium printed as a legend. They removed it. He used
I
to be
know.
a legend for Athletic Madrid. They actually removed it because the way he was talking and stuff. And I think ever
Nah, for
since he
real,
joined
for
the Real
real.
Madrid,
Nah,
it's
it's
Yeah,
crazy.
good.
I
Atleti.
I will say though, if you do get Rodri, I feel like Arda would be pissed if you actually drop him. Like everybody, you
Would,
guys are.
would he really be? Because I'm gonna be real, man. Like,
Yeah.
no, but,
Here,
but I feel like it's also important, also, Dali. This is why it's important, right? I know Bellingham is like the guy and Will likes to plays this
look at
dude
these
all the
stats
time.
though.
No, his stats are sick. I know. Like
Look at this.
his stats are sick. But look,
Yeah,
man,
no, but
listen.
yeah, his stats are good. I can't lie. Yeah, they are.
No. I know it is. But also, you know why this is good? Also, why it's a good problem to have. I feel like sometimes players they get it too easy. Let me explain, right? Sometimes certain players can team just because of their names that they can just have a place in the team. Let me explain an example. Back in the early 2010s, when you guys signed Ozil from Werder Bremen in 2010, right? He was supposed to be a backup to Kaká. But you know what happened?
Mm.
Kaká got injured and Kaká wasn't playing well. So
Bro,
Ozil
he
continued
flopped.
putting
Yeah,
assist
Kaká
after
flopped.
assist after assist. And this guy was breaking the records in assists because he put like 30 to 40 assists per season.
Mm.
Eventually,
Yeah.
guess what, bro? Kaká couldn't go against that. So guess what? He ended up having to go. And that's what I'm
Mm.
saying. Sometimes, bro, you need that challenge. At the end of the day, Jude Bellingham, as good as he is, if Ada Güler is getting on the pitch and playing better than him, eventually fans are gonna start asking the question of, bro, what does Bellingham offer? Because this guy's offering more on the pitch. You understand what I mean, right? And that's why sometimes I feel like
Mm.
the only winners are going to be Real Madrid if players are challenging each other, right? Playing well, right? We have that problem when Fermin plays well and Omo plays well. Bro, we win.
Hate to interrupt, bro. I need to shoot. Yeah,
Yeah,
I need
I
to
got
shoot, bro. Big up,
Now go
everyone.
ahead, man.
Thank
Big
you,
up to
man.
you, man. But listen,
Everyone be safe.
let's actually move to the final topic here, guys. Big up to Sam every single time. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Madridista Sam. Let's actually move to the last one, man. Let's talk about a big transfer that's been heating up for Barcelona, man. Right? Where here? We've heard the news. We've been hearing it now for a while. Alessandro Bastoni. Now, during the start of the season, I was talking about him. When people were saying, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. You're going to have to spend 100 million, 90 million bare minimum. That's what they're going to be offering. Well, ladies and gentlemen, last few weeks, the talk has been heating up. And apparently, Inter Milan are open to selling for around 70 million. I've heard some Inter Milan fans say 60 million. Some of them, bro, I've heard people say 50. I'm not even kidding. I swear, bro. 50 million. I've heard people say
it's
Inter Milan are open to selling around 50 million, depending on what the negotiation is. But I'm looking at him like, bro, 50 million for Alessandro Bastoni, brother. He would be the first player, the first signing of the 26-27 season, bro. And in fact, I would sign him before the World Cup is even made, bro. Like before they even kick a ball in the World Cup, bro. Sign him and make sure that we don't even have to think about it in the summer, bro. But
yeah,
this is huge. And Barcelona, obviously, we know that we are like the prime team that is actually trying to sign him, right? We've made no qualms about the fact that we love Bastoni and we want him at this club. Right? But at first we thought it was realistic, but now it's looking more realistic than ever. So where are you? What do you think? Man? Do you think we should go all in for Bastoni instantly?
Of course, man. I mean, our defense has been an issue, obviously, and I don't think he necessarily like by himself can just cook the. He will obviously elevate our defense, but I still think it's a whole system issue. The defense. I think the whole back line has to work together. It's still, but on the ball, what he gives us is amazing, man. He's way better than Gerard Martin on the ball. Defensively inside the box, he's incredible. I think he's just the way better version of Gerard Martin. And look how good Gerard Martin has been for us, how he elevated us, ever since he started playing as a centre-back. Imagine having a double, a maxed out version of that Gerard Martin. It's Bastoni. It's absolutely amazing.
What that? Hold on, I'm sorry, I have to interrupt this, bro. Bro, are we really comparing Alessandro Bastoni to Gerard Martin, bro?
No, it's the profile, bro. It's the profile. I'm not on the same.
No, man, because I was like, wait a minute, hold on, what? Because it's actually comparing Martin and Bastoni.
No. I'm just saying. Imagine I just
Very good
used
player,
him as an example, because
No, yeah, I
imagine
got you.
having a 10 times better version of Gerard Martin. It would be absolutely amazing. And Kubarsi, he needs someone who's a bit older than Gerard Martin. So I used him. Get out of here, bro. You fraud. So look, I think it depends on the price as well. 70 million, it will be kind of crazy. I think it will be kind of crazy. But I'll take 60 million for him. I don't mind it, but it also depends on the budget. Barcelona have to go back to the whole one-on-one rule, which takes us ages to even get to that rule. And it depends if he actually cooks in the World Cup as well. I don't want Italy to do well because that will, World Cup tax, if he managed to bring Italy to the maybe semi-finals, have a fugazi run, his price will be absolutely skyrocketing. So let's see. 100% take.
100%. Dali, bro. I mean, you guys, this past summer, you guys spend, a lot of money in your defense, right? Getting Horizon and Alvaro Carreras, right? We've seen also you guys being linked to Schlotterbeck, who I think is going to be signing a new deal with
Might be, yeah.
with Dortmund, right? And missed out on Guehi and all these guys. But this news about Barcelona trying to sign Bastoni, considering how our defense has been our Achilles heel for the past 2 seasons, right? Right? Like, what do you think as a Madridista, bro? Like, what this move could do for Barcelona? Because he's a very, very good defender and he could change our defense.
Yeah, now I'll caveat that with saying I don't like to talk about players I don't watch all the time. I'm just not watching Inter all the time. You know what I mean? Now, when I have seen him, I think he's been very good. And I know he's really highly touted. He is probably one of the better center backs in the world. Top 10 easily, you could be saying, right? 26, turning 27, so good age. 27 turning 28. It's one of those, right? I think it would definitely help you. Now, the thing I've always said, I don't really think it matters all that much about the center backs when you're playing that high line. I still think that high line, you will still get exposed a little bit at times, and it just doesn't matter. So I think, yes, I think he'll probably help you. Can he get back all the time when it comes to the high line? I honestly feel like somebody who's just really fast, who can just backtrack, is probably somebody you could be getting that might be better. So on paper, I think it might look better, but how much of a difference? Like honestly, like you guys won La Liga last year, right? You made it to the semifinals when it came to Champions League. Do you think he pushes you over the edge? I mean, I could hear it if you want to be saying that. But at the same time, I'd be curious to see, does that benefit you more getting Bastoni, or does it benefit you more getting like a Julian Alvarez? If you could only get one, who would you guys be saying? I understand a lot of Barca people are saying, Dally, we're getting both. I'm just asking the question. If you could only get one, who are you getting?
Bastoni. Honestly, I'll go get Bastoni.
I'll say Bastoni as well.
I'll say Bastoni too. I'm gonna because for 2 reasons. For number one, I think that our attack has shown, especially under this setup that the manager puts up, that we score goals, right? We don't really necessarily need a top-class striker to find goals. Like, our attack really cooks, right? The wingers score goals, the number 10s, right? The board are, like, for me, pushing a lot of goals. But Torres, when he's not, in the form that he's in, sometimes he chips up with goals. Lewandowski has been chipping up his fair share of goals, Raphinha as well. So we're getting goals everywhere in the attack, which is the best thing. And big up, listen, before we continue, man. Look at this dude.
Wow, look at this guy, man.
He just walked in here and just that, man. Just like that. Just like that. This is broad, man. Look at this.
I mentioned Magic City, Omar. Look at you, man. Look at you.
Listen, man, this guy, man. He loves doing this, man. He just pops in here and just puts the money down. But big up to himself. Oh, you fraud. Bastoni, Bushini, Nate Brown, Cambiaso and Haaland, all loaded. Damn. Listen, man. If Deco gets all of these players, bro, give him the keys to the city. That's all I'm saying.
King, I need whatever you smoking, bro. Yeah, I need that, bro.
Your favorites gonna just ship, make it happen. Gavi, Raphinha, etc. You've been warned. Bless up, gents. Big up to you, my friend.
Big up, King. Big up, King.
He says, man says Gavi and Raphinha, I know Will will be happy to see Raphinha, to see Gavi gone, because this dude hates Gavi.
Yeah. Even Dali don't like
Dali does. Wait, why do I mean, to be fair, bro, I get it, man.
He's just annoying. It's just annoying.
But we love to see it, man. That's why we love him, man. We love how.
Yeah, he's one of those players. Like, I mean, I can respect it that he's one of the players that if you have him on your team, you love him. If you go against him, you hate him.
It's like Ramos, bro.
It's like Ramos.
Ask any Barca fan what we think of Ramos, bro.
There's a
Even
million. I mean,
Asensio,
we all have
all the
nice
sports
stuff.
I watch, Asensio is like that to a degree. Yeah, there's a lot of.
Asensio, yeah.
Yeah, he's one of those players, man. Ramos was that to me, bro. I freaking hated that man, bro, for his whole time in Madrid. I could.
Even Carvajal is like that.
Yeah,
No.
Carvajal too, man. Screw that guy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say I was
Anyway,
looking it up.
By the way,
I was.
Kubashi got an assist today. Big up to Kubashi. Let's go.
Hey,
Kubashi
there you
gets
go.
an assist. We love to see
I was
it.
curious. I was looking at the top 10 most expensive center back transfers, and if you got him for 70 million, it would be the 7th highest ever. You actually think you could get him for 70 million? He does have 2 years left on the contract.
Yeah, but I think Inter. I don't know. I feel like the Inter are very open to selling. But also, I said this and big up that to you, Dali, because now you're here. I'm gonna ask you from a Madrid standpoint, right? And from a non-Barca standpoint, right? Barca fan standpoint. I said this to Weria on Monday. I said what I would do. I know. I said it to Barca boy, right? This is what I told him. I said, think about this scenario, right? We have a player in our defense right now, in Araujo, who, you know, he's a player who Barca are open to selling, right? If an offer comes in for him, Barcelona will definitely be considering selling Araujo, right?
Yep.
Araujo is still a good defender. Yes, he has his bozo moments, but he's clearly shown he's a capable defender that can do a job in a team. You understand what I mean, right? I said this to Barcelona. I said, what if Barcelona go and negotiate with Inter, right? Tell them he's 20 million or 30 million, 35 million, plus Ronald Araujo. So not only will you guys get Bastoni, you guys get a center back who would actually fit the Inter Milan system, because Inter Milan don't play from the back and all this. Inter Milan are defensive orientated. They don't do none of this, you know, ball playing center backs and all this stuff. Bastoni is good on the ball. That's not really their main criteria as far as defense, right? In a league where defense is everything, right? I'm like, for me, I think it makes the most sense. Barcelona have made swap deals with Inter in the past. We bought Ibrahimovic and gave them Eto. You understand what I mean, right? So we've done this before. I feel like it's such a no-brainer for me, because at the end of the day, he goes to Inter in a club where, you know, a big club where he can get a fresh new beginning, right? Where he can see where he can do it. Listen, he could go there and he could cook, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I see Araujo is still a good center back, right? This guy was one of the best center backs in the world 3 years ago. You understand what I mean, right? So he still has it in him. So for me, I feel like if he goes to an Inter, we could see the best out of Araujo, and he could make resuscitate his career over there, right? His confidence can come back, and we would get Bastoni and still only spend 30 million on it. So we still have a lot more money to even go and get another center back. And I'm like, bro, it's not as ridiculous as many people think it is. Because at the end of the day, Inter will consider it. If you really think about it, you think Inter will not consider it? Because at the end of the day, they're getting a center back.
He will be the best center back, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. They're getting a great center back. I mean, this guy saying 50 million plus.
That's honestly, that's the number that I was looking at. That's the number I would think. I mean, say what you want.
I'll go 40 plus Araujo.
I don't think they would. I wouldn't do it. Here's the thing.
Bro,
they kind of have you in a chokehold. They have you in a chokehold. I understand what you're saying. I actually thought at a time, I thought Araujo was the best center back in the world. Like legit. I thought he was like amazing. He's fallen off a cliff. I cannot believe though, when you guys gave him the contract extension last year and his contract expires 2031. This guy is only 27 years old. He just turned 27 too. Like he's not even close to being washed. You know what I'm saying?
He's the same age as Bastoni, to be honest.
I think Bastoni's a little younger.
I think Bastoni's 27. I think
he turns. It's a month. So that's all. So basically same age. But the thing is, his transfer market value has dropped a ton, and I understand that's not the end all be all, right? But you're probably selling him for pennies on the dollar, so it doesn't make sense to actually sell him and get, because I don't think you're getting a lot for him. Like honestly, if you just sold him straight up, how much do you think you're getting for Araujo tomorrow?
To 40 million.
Right now, in where his career
40.
is right now, probably like a highest maybe 40 million, 45 or something.
Who's paying 40?
You know, last season, January, Juve was ready to pay 50 for him.
Well,
That's what I'm saying, bro.
but last year he was in good form. I mean, I'm looking right now, and like,
nah, he wasn't.
I mean,
barely even played that
better
much,
than
you know?
this year. Better than this year. Like,
Yeah,
I think this
but
year is actually better.
Araujo hasn't even played that much this season, to be fair. I mean, yeah, he had that big stinker against Chelsea. But I'm gonna be very honest. I think Araujo has been good the past few days. Ever since he's returned from like that hiatus he came back from, He's not
Yeah.
really he's not put a foot wrong at
Maybe
all.
in March.
At all.
Maybe in March, but
No, but even like in our last game, he scored the winning goal against Rayo, right?
Mm.
He's been playing well when he's been called upon. He played well in the game against is it Albacete, right? In the
Yeah.
Copa del Rey. He
Yeah,
had an
scored against
amazing
them.
defensive performance and scored the winning goal, right? From a corner.
Mm.
So I'm gonna be very honest. I think that at the end, I think that Araujo does still the play is still there. I just don't think that Barcelona, especially under the system that we're in, it brings the best out of Araujo. That's why I feel like if he moved to a Serie A club like an
Yeah.
Inter, I think that he would cook there because it have this tendency to do this for players. To be fair, now, how many players have we seen whose careers have kind of been going down? They go to Inter and then their careers just start
Yeah.
elevating again. Look at guys like Mkhitaryan, how they did when they
Darmian,
went there, right? Lukaku,
Darmian,
Darmian, all
Kolarov,
of
you
these
know.
dudes, right?
Worst
They
players.
give them a leash of life over there. So for me,
yeah.
I think it's a no-brainer, man. I think it's a no-brainer for me. But we'll see. I mean, it would have to take my sporting director to be smart, and I think I'll give him all the credit in the world if he actually did that. But I'm not sure, man. But I think that just go and get me Bastoni, man, and it is what it is, man. It is
what it is.
What it is. But listen, guys, big up to every single one of you guys who have been here, man. Listen, this has been an amazing first episode of the Rivals for Forever podcast, guys. Listen, we're gonna try and see like which day works well for us. We're trying to see maybe like a Wednesday or Thursday, something like that, right? Because I know most of the time our schedules are kind of crazy, man. Like there's too many stuff going on in our private lives, man. But I appreciate every single one of you guys in here. Appreciate man like Dali FC. Big up to Wedia every single time. Listen, I also big up to my Madridista Sam, man, for filling in, man. Big up to you every single time. But listen, guys, we're gonna be getting out of here. Let me see who's actually live, who I can redirect to. Yeah, I'll send you all to TJ. Big up to TJ. Let me send you all to TJ. Anyway, guys, big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. And no chaos today. No chaos today. Not really much. There's not really a lot to talk about. I mean, to be fair, with the Rodrigo and Bastoni thing, maybe we could have had a talk about it. But listen, it's international break. People want to get some rest. So it is what it is, man. But yeah, man, appreciate every single one of you guys. Every single time. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to all of these guys in here, man. It's Cabasa. Take care.
Al Madrid.
Escavarsa.
Al Madrid.